we don't want to confuse her, but, I mean, you're an optometrist. You're in a pretty standard business. Okay? All right, let's go.
Please come in.
Hi,
how are you doing?
Dr. Ross. Thank you for seeing me today. My name
Nice
is
to meet
Danielle
you.
Owings with Alcon. May I have a seat?
Yes, please.
Sure. Okay, before we get started, I want to make sure you have my business card in case you ever need to get in contact with me.
Thank you.
And I just want to make sure that about 12 minutes is still okay with you today?
Yep,
Okay,
perfectly
good.
fine.
So I understand you've been in practice for 10 years now. That's very impressive.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm new to the ophthalmic field so in the sales territory, but it's really nice to work with a company like Alcon that's so well established and reputable. We've actually been around since the 1940s and been very involved in charities like the National Eye Care Project, which funds eye research, so we're always looking for new ways to better the eye. So my plan for today is to ask you a few questions to confirm the needs of you and your patients, and then I'd like to give you an overview of our new product, Alcon's Tears Naturale 2, and how it would fit into your practice. And then if everything sounds good, I'd like to talk about the steps to get it implemented to your office. How does that sound for you?
Sounds great.
Good. Do you mind if I take notes today?
Perfectly fine.
Okay. So one of the first questions I want to ask you is, how does the decision process generally work for getting a new product implemented into your office?
We go through journals and stuff. We see how the product has tested in the market and stuff, and based on whether clinical trials see if they are effective for our patients. We've been in practice for 10 years, so I've seen a lot of products come in and out.
Okay.
Have used Alcon products before,
Right.
but it's been some time,
Okay.
so we're not technically really familiar with the new product.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm here today. So you would be the one to make the decision about a new product to recommend?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sounds good. So dry eye is a condition that's really common for older people, but it also affects people with allergies, arthritic conditions, vitamin deficiencies, and even contact wearers. Do you have any patients with those criteria?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Primarily dry eye. Currently, we have two primary remedies for that. We're using HypoTears
Right.
and Refresh.
Right.
Sometimes we switch them up depending on what kind of condition the patients are in.
Right, and how have your patients responded to those products that you use currently?
They're very well received. Currently, the HypoTears, it sometimes stings the
Right.
patient's eyes, so whenever that tends to happen, we switch them over to Refresh, but we currently don't have any other
And I do
problems.
want to talk about both those products a little bit later because they both have ingredients that are different to ours that may cause things like stinging of the eye. But I want to make sure that I understand all of your needs. I know that your patient satisfaction is one of your main concerns. Are there any other primary concerns when choosing a tear solution?
Basically just longevity, making sure that it helps in the long run.
Okay, well perfect. So it seems like the Alcon's Tears Naturale may be something that you're interested in. So let me tell you a little bit about our product. Basically it's an artificial tear solution that can be used to treat patients who suffer from dry eye. So let me show you how it works. I personally wear contacts, and I have worn contacts for over 10 years and have used Alcon products. And so this one drop, if it'll let me, will provide comfort and moisture all day. And I have used Alcon products ever since I've had contacts, and every now and then, if I was recommended to try a sample, I would try it. But then by the end of the day, my eyes are grainy and scratchy, so then I was always quickly switched back to Alcon.
There are many artificial tear products in the market right now.
Right.
What separates Tears Naturale from the rest?
Tears Naturale contains a preservative called polyquad, and this is an antibacterial preservative, and it promotes the growth of good cells in the eye. And it also, how you said you want longevity, that's hard to say, it can be used on a daily basis without irritating the eye. And how you said you use HypoTears. The HypoTears also includes a preservative, but it's a different preservative called BAC, and it has been shown actually to cause damage to the cornea. And now I know that product is a little bit cheaper than Alcon's, but saving the money really isn't worth damage to the cornea of patients, in my opinion. And then also the Refresh Plus, they chose to do no preservatives, probably to try to avoid any problems with preservatives. However, they have a once daily vial but to save money, sometimes patients try to reuse it, and that can result in eye infections. So I think that's definitely what sets it apart, that it can be used daily for people who suffer from dry eye on regular occasions. And then I also have a few patient testimonials if you want to see. So it has, people have been responding well to the product compared to the others. And like I said, it includes the polyquad, which can be used every day.
I do read the American Journal of Ophthalmologist.
Mm-hmm.
I did recall, I think, an article in the April issue saying that some products of your Alcon was used in an animal study.
Right.
And I can't remember exactly what it says, but it really concerns me because they really said there was some bad side effects.
Right. The article misconstrued the research. The research showed that there was one rabbit that did have a negative effect, but this was one rabbit out of the hundreds of rabbits that were tested. And obviously, we want to test the product before we put it in offices to make sure that it's okay. But yes, that article did make it look a lot worse than it was. It was one rabbit that had the negative side effects.
I currently do have a lot in stock of Hypotears and the Refresh bottles. What should I do with them if you're going to be giving me some of your product?
Well, the main thing I would like is to give you a sample bottle so you can have up in your office. Patients can ask about it and you can recommend it to them. And like I told you, there are a few negative side effects to the products that you currently carry. And you have told me that patients have said that it kind of burns when they first use it. So I wouldn't say get rid of the products. If there are patients that are happy with those, then this can just be an addition to maybe patients who have more sensitive eyes. This could be for those patients. So.
One of the current products, Refresh Plus, just came out with a nice, really cute blue carrying case that comes with their products. Does your product offer anything like that?
No, and I think the case is kind of gimmicky, like it makes it look pretty, but it gives you 3 boxes of 30 vials. I believe that's what it is. But that's 3 boxes, 30 vials, and that, is a lot of stuff. And that equals just one 15 milliliter bottle of ours. So it's a lot less stuff to carry around. You can throw a little bottle like this in your purse or in your backpack. So I think that's also beneficial. And like I said, you can use it daily. The vials, people try to reuse them and then end up getting eye infections because it's not sanitary. So how's everything sounding so far? Do you have any questions?
Sounds very good so far.
Okay, good. Would you like to have a sample of the bottle to place in your office to start recommending?
Is there any way we could start off with a free trial order for 10 of our patients, maybe?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm not I can't make a firm decision on just giving you a bunch of bottles, but I can talk to one of my managers about that. But I would love to give you a sample to have in your office so patients can start asking about it, and then when they start asking about it, then of course they can start buying it if that's what they want to do.
I would really like to, because like I said, we're very trustworthy of our patients and what they say and what they come back to us.
Right.
You could definitely ask your managers, but we'd definitely love to try a free trial for 10 of our patients to see if maybe we could get a bigger order afterwards and see what they say. How's that sound?
That sounds good. And so then I can meet with you in a few months to see how it's going, and then we can move from there.
Definitely.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many sample bottles do you want for your office?
10? Would that sound?
Okay. So I have a contract that you're agreeing to just recommend this to your patients, and we can get started with hopefully a long-term relationship. That would be awesome.
Great.
And so I'd love to see you again in a few months, like I said, to see how your patients are reacting to it.
Definitely.
And thank you so much, and I assure you and your patients will love this product.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.